I think we are live. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome to another YuGiOh 7's pre-show and watch-along. I am super excited for this pre-show and mainly this watch-along because we are getting not that monster, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, my favorite monster, tied with El Shaddoll Construct, but we are getting, from we know the preview, Red Eyes Black Dragon in this episode. So how are we getting Red Eyes Black Dragon? Well, I'm going to be going over all of that. I'm going to catch you up on everything that you need to know. Let me just refresh this so you can get the chat box, see you guys' reactions. I'm sure there's a few of you here. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? No. Let me get the chat box rolling. Hold on, and then we'll really get into it. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. So Red Eyes Black Dragon, literally my favorite monster, a monster that means so much to me from when I was a kid, is going to be appearing in this episode. And it's also not a pre-show until we get Envoy in the background. There we go. Let me boost her a little bit. There we go. All right, we got our music, and yeah, I've been literally waiting for this for so long. Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blue Eyes is going to be in this episode as well, as 3 versions of Otis take on Roman, Rook, and Gakuto in this upcoming episode. So I'm going to catch you up on everything you need to know, everything you want to know going into the episode. You can keep an eye on when this episode is going to air right there. There's our countdown, 26 minutes left. And if for whatever reason you have not made your pick yet, which I don't blame you, and you want to make your pick, make sure you submit them to the Pick'em email, which is just going to be linked right there. So for those of you new to this segment, we are going to begin by looking over the spoiler images. I say spoiler a lot. Really, a lot of the stuff that we get from 7 doesn't really spoil anything, but we're going to be looking at those images. And let's switch. Boom. Okay, perfect. And I'm not centered because I gotta show off that Red Eyes. I do want to give a thank you to everyone who's here though before. Oh, that is the... You do not want that summary. Sorry. Yikes, that was a little hiccup. We will get to that, though. Don't worry. We will get to that. I want to thank everyone who's here nice and early. Getty Lol, Video Home System, Cristobal, Electric Kevin, Eric, Shadow Realm Z, Pink Penguin, Joseph, JPC, JBix, Goose, Electric Kevin, Elena, Jack Knight, Awanabe Fujigi-chan, Nicholas Horton, Goose, Getty, Skylar Wong, Bernie Brooks. Thank you guys so much all for being here. You guys are amazing. Malik, Seiya, GMD, Alejandro, Cool Gamer, Silver Kronos, Crystal Seeger, The Real Seto Kaiba. Let's go, baby. So let's go into these spoiler images. So these are obviously images that we know are going to be from the upcoming episode. I love the one in the bottom left. That's where I'm going to start. The one in the bottom left looks really clean to me. Gakuto looks like a badass in that shot, and what's really interesting is Gakuto, I think this is going to be a little later on in the duel when things get a little more serious. Gakuto's got his wardrobe on, Roman's already got her guitar out, and, you know, Rook's ready to go. But what I love about that image is Gakuto, who notably is the only character from the main 4 who does not have a win yet. Roman has 3. Rook has... Does Roman have 3? No, Roman only has... No, yeah, Roman has... Why can't I remember? Aria Arata. She beat Gakuto. I think those were her only 2 wins, actually. And then Rook obviously has a lot of wins under his belt. Undefeated. The only duelist that has dueled as many times as him that is undefeated. I guess you can say Neil's undefeated as well, but, you know, Neil's only dueled once. So it's cool that Gakuto is kind of the leader of the pack in this shot. Definitely a character that needs a win more than these 2. Definitely. That's not really arguable. So it's cool that he's kind of taking initiative in that shot. Top left... That's probably the reaction from the group after Yuga does not meet with them. And then in the top right, it's a very interesting image. You have Yuga and Roa. So I'm not sure the reasoning for it, but instead of confiding in Rook, Gakuto, and Roman with about how he feels and how the duel with Neil, you know, has taken a toll on him mentally, he decided to go to Roa's apartment and confide, drink some coffee with Roa Kirishima. So that is very interesting, and maybe it's because Roa has some sort of connection to Otis, kind of, and maybe that's why Yuga went to Roa. I'm not sure. That one caught me off guard, and I really like that shot, and I like how we're kind of expanding the world a little bit here. We're going to get some Yuga-Roa one-on-one dialogue. Obviously, they shared a very intense duel. Funny enough, Yuga and Roa was the duel that concluded the first arc, and now we are getting ready for Yuga versus Neil, round 2, which is probably going to conclude this arc and maybe this entire season. So it is really cool there to see that Yuga is confiding in Roa. And then we got to talk about the bottom right? We got to talk about the bottom right. Otis has some sort of power to split himself into 3 versions. And he's got a red version, a blue version, and a yellow version. And obviously, anyone who knows anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Immediately thinks Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, Winged Dragon of Ra. You immediately think that. That's what the color scheme is. But what's weird is we know that the blue Otis could very well be summoning Blue Eyes White Dragon. We've already seen him do it in episode 1, and we see him do it in the preview, I believe. The red Otis could be summoning Red Eyes Black Dragon, right? Fits the color scheme, blue and red. The other legend card that I am really expecting, I'd be surprised if we don't see it. The other legend card that I am expecting to see in this episode is Dark Magician. Now, we have no confirmation that Dark Magician is going to appear, but I am really expecting Dark Magician, Black Magician, to be the 3rd legend card. It doesn't really fit with the color scheme, to be honest. Yellow and Summoned Skull might be, if you're going based off the color scheme, Summoned Skull might very well be a better guess than Dark Magician, because I guess that kind of fits more with the yellow. Summoned Skull has the lightning attack, so you can kind of make that reference there and that connection between Summoned Skull and yellow way more than you can Dark Magician and yellow. But if we're getting Blue Eyes and we're getting Red Eyes, I think Dark Magician would definitely fit a little better than Summoned Skull. Summoned Skull just got announced probably a couple of weeks ago as a legend card, whereas Dark Magician and Red Eyes were announced way long ago. And you have to remember, the show is on a 10-week lag because of COVID. So the 2 COVID delays that happened. So I just wonder if, when this episode was being done, if Summoned Skull was even announced as a legend card at that point in time. But it definitely could be Summoned Skull. And, yeah, I guess there's a lot of cards it could be. I just think it would make sense to be Dark Magician along with the Red Eyes and the Blue Eyes. Episode, again, you can track it right down there, airing in 20 minutes. But it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. We are going to go into the summary for this episode. So let's take a look at the we might get some more, because we're going to get 4 more pictures. Maybe we will get pictures of what that 3rd iconic legendary monster is going to be. We're assuming it's going to be a legendary monster. Even if it's not, even if it's a dud, and we only get Blue Eyes and Red Eyes, I'm really not going to care. The fact that we're getting Red Eyes Black Dragon in an episode, the last time we got Red Eyes Black Dragon was, I believe, episode 14 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, which was over 9 years ago. I know that statue episode might not seem that long ago to people. Makes me feel old. 9 years ago is when we got that statue episode that featured Blue Eyes and Red Eyes. And almost a full decade later, we are still getting those iconic legendary monsters, nostalgia monsters appearing in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Didn't see it coming. I love it. I want to start by, or not start, but by going over the summary for, that is 25. We don't want that one. For 24. So this is, again, just as a reminder, the summary that we are, that we have, and the cast list that we have for the episode today. Episode 24, Resolve. Yuga didn't show up at the promised time. Worried about him, Rook, Gakuto, and Roman decide to look for a way to beat Neil. They went to the ruins where it all began to get some answers from Otis. However, Otis has one condition for them: win in a duel and show their resolve. So going into this, for the Pick'em League, for anyone that is participating in that, me, Pete, and Calibro picked Roman, Rook, and Gakuto, Team Rush, as the winners of this duel, whereas Nick T and Kate picked Team Otis. So we will see what happens, but we were split here at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything crew. Kind of a tough duel to predict, but I think Roman, Rook, and Gakuto are going to be able to pull it out. Speaking, Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, and Roman, Roa, and we know Roa and Yuga are going to be together in this episode, Ron's, which is one of Gakuto's assistants, and then Neil. Neil's the standout one. Obviously Otis. We know Otis is dueling. I'm happy that Neil is in the episode, but one of the things you always have to look at when you're analyzing cast lists, and you know I've been analyzing cast lists pretty much my whole life since doing YouTube, is who is Neil going to be speaking to? Is he just going to be speaking to himself? Is he going to be speaking to someone that is on this cast list? And if he is speaking to someone on this cast list, could it be in an Otis flashback? It very well could. We know Otis and Neil have a history, and if Otis is going to give them some answers, it very well could be an Otis flashback. Or is Neil going to approach this duel as it's ongoing at the very end of that duel. That's another opportunity, because remember, right now the team has 2 of 6 X's. Mimi lost to YuGiOh, and she was viewed as being part of Team Yuga, and then Yuga lost to Neil, and I'm sure the episode, the episode has not started yet, and I cannot share it. I cannot put the episode on my screen during the stream. The episode is linked down below. Starts in 17 minutes. Cannot put the episode on my actual video feed because I've done it before and I get a copyright strike as it's airing, so I can't do it. They'll shut down my channel. And actually, I'm very lucky because if you get a strike on a stream, you're not allowed to stream for 3 to 6 months. So I'm very lucky that for whatever reason, when it happened, it didn't take that privilege away from me. But anyway, back on track. If Roman, Rook, and Gakuto lose, or maybe Otis loses and he's viewed to be on Team Yuga, then they go from 2 losses, 2 X's, to 5 X's. And then we go into the end of the arc with what we all kind of anticipated would happen, 5 X's, 1 more to have Rush Duels deleted. So, episode 25 summary. Now, there are some pretty big spoilers here as to where the show is going after the duel. If you don't want them, tune out for a bit and come back probably in like 10 minutes or so. Or at 5:30 when this episode begins to get my reactions to the watch along. But here's the summary and the cast list. We're going to go over it. This is next week's episode. Dream, Courage, and Friendship. Yuga challenges Neil again. Right off the bat, very surprised that they're doing it this early and this quickly. I don't know if I love that, to be honest. I think I would have liked a little more of a build-up, kind of like what we saw between Yusei and Kiryu's 2 duels, where you had like a 10-15 episode buffer, but obviously they want to end this arc, they want to end potentially the season, so we're getting Yuga versus Neil again. I'm not going to overly criticize it because I don't know what's going to happen. Neil might win again. It might be a draw no result that leaves things unanswered going into the next season or the next arc, so I'm not going to get overtly critical of it right now. Facing off against Y-Drago, a mighty dragon that can pierce the heavens with its massive body and shake the earth, Yuga draws. His draw is empowered by Kaizo and fueled with the hopes and wishes of Rook, Gakuto, and Roman. Their dream, courage, and friendship will call forth a miracle. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yuga is going to maximum summon, and he is going to maximum summon that massive Gundam that we see in the opening. That massive mecha that we saw to kick off the show at the beginning of episode 1. Go back and rewatch episode 1. The very first shot we get is Yuga, Roman, Gakuto, and Rook all controlling this massive mecha, and we were like, how is that possible? It's possible through maximum summoning, and Kaizo is the key to it, and Kaizo's empowering his draw. We're going to get maximum versus maximum in episode 25. I'm stoked for that. The cast list: Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Menzaburo, Neil, Sebastian, Drone, Guide Drone, and extras. A notable absence is Roa. Roa is literally going to be like the counselor for Yuga at the end of this season, right? Roa is not accompanying Yuga to the battleground. He's literally hosting Yuga for a therapy session at his apartment in today's episode, and then he is out of the show again for a little bit. So Roa not being on the cast list tells us that whatever is spoken between Yuga and Roa in today's episode probably gets resolved, and Roa, I guess, does not feel the need to actually go to the battleground and support Yuga. But the interaction between Roa and Yuga is going to be very interesting in this episode. I want to take a look. We got our spoiler picks. I'm not going to look at the pictures. We got our second batch of spoiler picks. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Okay. All right. New spoiler picks are up. Let's take a look. Okay. So, last batch of picks from the episode. We have Gakuto, Roman, and Rook staring up at Otis. Not a shock there. Very similar to what happened in the first episode. We have a shot that we actually got in the preview in the top right. That was a shot in the preview. All 3 of them look pretty beaten up to be honest, but they're all in their, you know, final forms. At least Roman and Gakuto are. Roman with her guitar, Gakuto in his wardrobe. Things are getting pretty serious. In the bottom right, I love that shot, man. And it really looks like Gakuto is going to be the leader in this duel because Gakuto is in the middle of Roman and Rook. I mean, even though, you know, it won't be a solo win for Gakuto if he does get a win or the team gets a win, it's going to be a great moment for him if he's the one that's able to rally. And he, in a lot of ways, is almost like the emotional leader of this group, of this friend group. So this could be a huge episode for Gakuto, which I know a lot of his fangirls have been clamoring for quite a while. I think it's going to be a big episode for him, especially based on these two pictures. And every shot we see of the three, even in the top left, Gakuto is in the middle. And then in the bottom left, maybe it'll be one of those scenes, remember where Jack punched Yusei in the gut, where Joey punched the Pharaoh in the face. Maybe this will be a scene where Roa just has to, like, knock some sense into Yuga. I mean, we've seen it before in Yu-Gi-Oh! Roa loves to throw people. We also saw him throw Roman into a wall. So, yeah, pretty cool there. Yeah, so, I just wanted to read what you guys were saying. So I think it's going to be a big episode for Gakuto, and I am really, really excited to see what happens. And, you know, we have 11 minutes until this episode airs, until Red Eyes is back. As you know, I actually took the clip from my my last watch along, and so some of you guys might have made that video where I reacted to maximum summoning. So, you know, we might do that again, but it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I mean, man, come on, man. Red Eyes is back, dude. How is this not gonna be one of the best episodes ever, man? I'm so excited. I want to go over a couple donations that we got, and actually, before I read any donations, I want to thank everyone who donated in the last Sevens Up and pre-show. Big thank you to Jack Knight 21, Nicholas Horton, Goosey Q, Xslayer64, and Andrew Rowland. The donations, the support helps me out tremendously. Thank all of you guys. I appreciate that. And today, Angie, thank you for the $2 super. Can you fix the general gab in the Discord? I did, Angie. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for the donation. And Jack Knight 21, thank you for the $5 super. I appreciate that, Jack. Just finished listening to Sevens Up. I was thinking the next arc could be on Goha and Otis, and we could get the other top of Hexagon. Maybe. I personally think that, and Jack, thank you for the donation in the comment. I personally think top of Hexagon, outside of Mimi, irrelevant, done, jokes. So I don't think we're going to get much focus on them, but I think it is really possible that maybe the next arc does focus deeper on Otis and his connection to Goha. We still have Mr. Goha. I mean, we are going to get stuff on Mr. Goha in the near future, but you know, maybe that's what the second arc will be, or the second season, third arc. Obviously, the maximum arc is coming to an end in 3 episodes, today being one of those 3 episodes. And then, you know, we don't really know where we go. Juan, it's a good point. We could get a tournament arc, maybe. Wouldn't be too surprised with that. But, yeah, I'm just excited for today, man. I'm really excited for today. I think it's going to be a big moment for Gakuto and for the people that love him. There's a lot of people that love him. And I think it's going to be a big moment for OG cards. Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, and I'm betting on Dark Magician. I'm betting on Dark Magician. And Otis is that vessel to the nostalgia, and I cannot wait. And, you know, we're also looking past this. What if Otis does some sort of crazy summoning? What if Otis, like, fusions or does, like, a maximum summoning against the 3 of them? I don't think he will, but, yeah, you never know. I mean, he seems to just be this, like, dueling prodigy, at least in the sense of having all these amazing cards. Kevin, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. We got new 6 Zexel support. Any quick thoughts? I haven't looked too much into it. It was for Lightning Overdrive, right? So I can't really give much of an opinion. I haven't looked deep into the cards in the set. But, Kevin, I am really excited that, again, these older archetypes continue to get really cool support. I wonder if it's going to make Utopia a pretty viable deck, because I know Utopia was, at one point, a pretty decent XZ's deck. So if those cards are good, which I've heard from a lot of people that they are, who knows? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. But I got to look more into it before I give my my thoughts on it, to be fair, Kevin. But I'm just happy that we're getting Utopia support and older show support. Nicholas Horton, thank you so much for the £5 donation. For the dub, they should get the voice actors of Seto Kaiba or Yugi to voice Otis. Dude, so Eric Stewart or Dan Green, if they voiced Otis, that would be amazing. And listen, I know a little bit of information, a little bit, but I can't really reveal any sources or anything, but YuGiOh 7s is going to get dubbed. YuGiOh 7s is definitely getting dubbed. In fact, and this might be me over-analyzing, Daniel J. Edwards, the voice actor of Varys and Gore, Revolver and Go in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains show, and the voice actor of Aigami in the Dark Side of Dimensions movie, the English dub voice actor. He tweeted today, thank you so much to Konami Cross Media for allowing me to perform on Yu-Gi-Oh! Fingers crossed for the next one. And I think that was him on Twitter. I think that is either him generally speaking or maybe a little bit of foreshadowing there. And I haven't talked to Daniel about it. I swear on my life, Daniel's not the person I'm referring to. But I don't think you would say fingers crossed for the next one if you didn't hear some news that they were probably planning on doing sevens soon. Of course, I could be totally wrong. I mean, you know, I could be totally wrong. But I think that was a tweet that he literally wrote like 2 hours ago. So Sevens is going to get dubbed. I'm excited for it. It would be cool if they bring back, honestly, what the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Does works literally so well for what Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is. They don't even need to change the script that much. I mean, it is a surreal comedy, and that's what the English dub for years has tried to make Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a no-brainer to dub. I mean, it just fits so well with the corny jokes that the dubbing studio loves to do. So it's gonna be hilarious, honestly. Barrett Letty for Gakuto would be incredible. And yeah, they might even make the comedy better. Justin Lancaster, thank you so much for the £2 donation. How are you doing on the KC Cup, in the KC Cup on Duel Links, Dylan? I'm doing pretty decent, Justin. I've been using Super Heavy Samurais, and I am currently level 16. I've been struggling to get to 17. I actually, this is embarrassing, I got to 16, lost 3 in a row, went down to 15, and then won 3 in a row, went back up to 16. So I've been having a little bit of a hiccup, haven't played it all today, but I just need to get to 17, because then you can't go down. So maybe Super Heavy Samurai, maybe I need to get a more competitive deck. I don't know, I don't want to get like Shiranui or Black Wings, you know, I don't want to like, or Cyber Dragons, but I might have to. If you can't beat them, join them. And, you know, Luna Lights is the other deck that I feel very comfortable with, but I feel like Super Heavy Sams are better than Luna Lights competitively. Even though maybe that's not accurate. I mean, you guys would know that better than me. But yeah, thank you for checking up, Justin. I was going to stream it last night. I'll be streaming it on Monday. We'll try to get to level 20 on Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll probably be the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. All the music, Keelan, is linked down below. I have my whole playlist for songs that I use, but this is Envoy from a Cage, I believe. It's all copyright free, so that's how I'm allowed to play it. But it's all linked down below. And Jack Knight, thank you for another donation as we are closing in a little over 4 minutes left before episode 24 kicks off. Again, I will not be showing it on my screen. The link to watch it is down below. Hopefully you can have that up with my reaction to it. But unfortunately, I cannot show it because of copyright issues. I'd love to show it. I tried to show it once, but I cannot show it because of copyright issues. But Jack, thank you. You should also watch Boruto. It's getting good. And Roman third win. Yes, let's get Roman that third win. If Roman gets a third win today, she has gotten to 3 wins quicker than I think any Yu-Gi-Oh girl. So she continues to break records, which would be cool, right? Because I don't think any other Yu-Gi-Oh girl has gotten 3 wins in 24 episodes. Yuzu's the only one that may have, because she beat Yuya very early, but I think her second win was against Masami. I think that was like late 20s, and that was only her second win. As for Boruto, I've heard very mixed things, Jack. And I feel like I would want to watch Naruto, at least a little bit of Naruto, before watching Boruto. And I have never watched Naruto. Yes, your vote for the Pick'em League counts. If you get it in within the next 4 minutes, it still counts. So you're good, Zach. Yeah, I've heard mixed things about Boruto. Very mixed things. But again, if I was going to watch Boruto, I'd want to watch Naruto first. But I'm glad it's getting better, Jack. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank all of you guys. I seriously, seriously appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I am super excited. I got Playmaker on my shirt. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm wearing a Playmaker shirt, but you know what? It just felt like one of those days. And, yeah, we got a cool 3v3 coming in. Only 1 point. Only 1 point. You're just picking which team you think is going to win. Is there anything in sevens that disappoints you? The duels are very quick. I would like some master duels, and I know that we're never going to get a master duel in this show. That's probably my biggest complaint with the show so far. Other than that, I don't really have many complaints early on. But I'd like master duels, and I think recently we've been getting more unique. And I think maximum summoning will definitely help the duel quality. But I feel, no, also, I never delete these streams. These streams always are unlisted. If you go to my channel, you go to my playlists, you go to YuGiOh Sevens watch along and pre-show, you can find all these streams archived there. No, yeah, right. That rush duels are too fast. I know that's not really a fair. I feel like that's not a fair complaint because obviously that's what rush duels are. But I just think I would have like to see some longer duels. A lot of the duels feel very similar, especially early on. But, you know, they get a little bit of a pass because they're trying to introduce an entirely brand new game. So I understand it. Yeah. Yeah, obviously it would be weird. It would be, not weird, but obvious for me to say, yeah, you know, I don't like rush duels because they're too quick. I mean, obviously rush duels are too quick. But I think you guys know what I mean. I just wish the quality was a little different for most of them, but for some of them. Most of them have been fine. And I love the OG support. And obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we are now 45 seconds away from Red Eyes Black Dragon making his return to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime in almost 10 years. Will we see Dark Magician as well? Maybe. We're going to see Red Eyes. We're going to see Blue Eyes. We're going to see Yuga and Roa interact. This is going to be a great episode. 2 episodes until the season finale. It's starting. Nicholas Horton right at the death there. Thank you so much for the £5 super. I really hope you stay with the watch along, man. With Rush Duels, we could have 13 episodes focusing on a tournament arc. Perfect number of episodes. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's the nice thing about Rush Duels, I guess. You can, you know, get these duel results happening quicker, so you can get the character interactions a little quicker. I guess that is maybe the advantage. Boom, a little bit of a switch. Episode is airing. The link is down below. This is where I gotta turn off my my desktop noise because I do not want to get an audio strike from the scary TV Tokyo corporate. Whenever I would get those strikes, I would always try and say that, you know, I positively promote the show, but the language barrier does make it difficult to try and get any sort of message like that across. Okay, we're still in our advertisements. Lego Mario time. All right, we got Lego Mario. And to everyone who donated during the pre-show, thank you. We have now entered the watch-along portion. It's almost 300 people here. That's one of the biggest turnouts we've ever gotten. All right, we're live. We're live. They're recapping what happened last week, and why wouldn't you? I mean, it was an insane, insane ending. One of the all-time greatest moments of the last few years. I mean, some people said maybe ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't think I would disagree with it. I mean, it was just bone-chilling, man. You'll be able to hear it a little bit, but as long as it's not too loud, Austin, I should be good. Yeah, you'll be able to hear it because I have to hear it, so it is going to be a little loud. Maximum Shogun. Okay, we've continued. They're asking about Maximum. Yuga looks shook. And Neil is just saying that he... Right, there's Neil's dialogue. Right, at the beginning of the episode. Duh, that should have been obvious. I don't know how I missed that one. He's just saying, I think, that he reprogrammed rush duels. He changed the source code. Yuga's standing up. He's got his fist clenched. That is a wicked shot, man. I love when Neil just has his glasses completely. Yeah, Yuga looks pissed. Yuga's not even saying anything. Yep, Neil just shot him right up. Everyone that loses gets either shot up or down. There's the second X. There's the second X. Knew it was going to happen. Yeah, I fixed the latency issues, so we should be pretty in sync. All right, we're at the opening. Yuga didn't really even say anything. Yuga would just look stunned at what just happened. And they got 2 X's. That was not addressed at the end of last episode. Still no news. We know the arc is changing after episode 26, and obviously this is episode 24. Still no news on the opening changing. I don't know if that means we're still going to be in the first season after episode 26. I don't know what it means. I mean, you're not going to hear me complain, but this giant mecha is obviously going to be what we're going to get in episode 25. No gonna road, no. Red Eyes Black Dragon, it's finally coming back. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 baby. Dun 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 my road. Na, 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 na. Let's see. Yep, the monster. We've seen that turtle before. Any change in the opening? See, it makes me think the opening is going to change, because if it wasn't, you would think that they changed in a major way. You would think that they would add Neil to it, right? You would think that they would add Neil to it. So that makes me think the opening is going to change. And we've seen that turtle before. That wasn't the first time that turtle appeared. Yuga's a new ace. Could be a while before we see it, though. Could be a while before we see it, because, again, there is a 10-week lag. I mean, think about how long they've been promoting Roman and Gakuto's new aces. And we still haven't seen them. I mean, we're going to see them today. But they've been promoting those aces for months. And there's just because of the delay via COVID. Like, they're finally promoting Summon Skull. That's why I think if Summon Skull appeared in this episode, I'd be very surprised. Because Summon Skull was a pretty recent announcement. Dark Magician's been out, and Dark Magician and Red Eyes have been out there for a while. And you always have to think of things in the sense of that COVID delay. I'm so excited to see that, dude. Yame Ruler just on a horse. Gakuto, Roa, Roman, Hasbaiju. All right, we're live. All right, Yuga's not in the laboratory. We're just kicking it right off, baby. We're kicking it right off. Giving him a call. No one's home, man. He's got to re-find himself, dude. You get smacked like that. I don't know who Rook is talking to on the phone. Obviously, it's not doing anything of value based on Gakuto and Roman's reaction. Oh, yeah, and customer service. He had that moment a while ago where he talked to customer service. All right, there's Yuga. He's just walking aimlessly. I mean, we know where he's headed. We know where he's headed, but... Yeah, I mean, we've seen protagonists get shaken up. I mean, Yuma was very shaken up after Kaido challenged him and almost beat him. Would have beaten him if he didn't have to leave. And think about what snapped Yuma Tsukumo out of it. The legendary statue monsters at Roku's dungeon. And we're getting very similar monsters, actually almost identical monsters in Red Eyes and Blue Eyes in this episode. So kind of a parallel there between Zexal and Sevens. Definitely. Judai after Edo especially. I mean, he couldn't even, couldn't even play the game. Yep, he's at Roa's apartment. This sucks because I'd love to know what they're talking about. We're just going to have to wait for subs. I think Yuga just told Roa not to text Roman that he was there. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened because he said Roman and then Yuga said something and he put his phone down. So I think Roa wanted to text Roman that Yuga was there, but Yuga said not to. Or that Roman probably checked in with Roa to see if he knew where Yuga was. And now he's probably on the phone with her lying. Which, I mean, just fits their relationship. Remember, there's going to be a point where Roa picks up Yuga and, like, I don't know if he punches him, but picks him up by the collar. They're all just saying maximum while searching for Yuga. I guess trying to figure out where he's going. This is great. I mean, looking back on it, I bet you this moment is going to be the moment where Roa, like, really is the one that gets Yuga back on the right path. That's the thing. Wins and losses are not everything. They're important in a Yu-Gi-Oh anime, but they're definitely not everything, man. These moments also really help your character. Yeah, that was Geta, right? That's weird. Because last time we saw Geta, he was disposed of. I can't show the screen. If I've tried it before, I get a copyright strike immediately. So you have to click the link below. Can't show the screen, unfortunately. Gakuto's back at the school. Emma Besso talking to him. Uncle Brian, thank you so much for the dono. I'll read it during the commercial break. Thank you so much, man. All right, Gakuto just got up like he just had an idea. I think they're probably all starting to remember where it began. And it's important to remember where it began because... So Roa did say Otis. Roa did say Otis. And they're back in the ruins. Gakuto's yelling at nothing. They all went to the... Yeah, all roads lead to Otis. Yeah, they all went to the relics on their own. Rook, Gakuto, and Roman. They all had the same idea. And nothing's here. And now, yep, here comes Otis. Here comes Otis. I know, I feel like something bad is going to happen to them. Yeah, I don't know. And this is another part where I wish I knew Japanese, man. We're going to commercial. I'd love to know what they're going to be talking about. I'd love to know, man. All right, we're going to commercial, and then things are going to get real. Uncle Brian, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I really appreciate it, man. The way Yuga is stunned after his defeat reminds me of how Yugi was defeated by Kaiba's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the Duelist Kingdom arc. Yeah, that's a very good point, Uncle Brian. And again, thank you for the donation. We've seen characters go through this. You know, Yuma was shaken up after his first encounter with Kaito. Yusei and Kiryu, Judai and Edo, Yugi and Kaiba. The only character that really never went through it was Playmaker. Playmaker was the only character that I don't think ever went through, like, trials and tribulations because he was unable to get a win in a duel. And, you know, I think a lot of people probably said that he should have lost a duel once to at least go through that because, you know, it makes the character more human and more relatable if they're going through hardships. You know, life is not always winning, winning, winning. You can't win everything. All right, we're back. We're back. I think Otis is just telling, Yep, he just split into 3. All right. We're probably about 5 minutes away from Red Eyes, dude. So is it going to be 3 separate duels? Could be 3 separate duels. And remember, for the pick'em, if it's 3 separate duels, whatever team wins 2 of 3 gets the win. Yeah. Yeah, Otis just said, even if I lose, you're getting a penalty. Otis just confirmed it, and that's exactly the logic that I thought, that Otis is part of their team. So Otis is giving them a heads up. Yeah, we'll duel. I'll give you more information, but you're going to have 5 X's even if you beat me. Yeah, and that's exactly, 5 X's guaranteed. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. It's exactly what, I literally said that on Wednesday night. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Because Otis is part of Yuga's team. It's the same logic. So... All right, duel's beginning. Well, I think they're questioning whether they should do it or not because they know they're going to be in peril. They know they're going to be in peril. Whew, boy, all right. Well, I'm glad they confirmed that. If they get 6, rush duels get deleted. Rush duels get rush duels get deleted or they lose their accounts permanently. I forget which one it is. It might be both, honestly. Something bad happens to them. Roa yelling at Yuga. They lose their accounts, yeah. Maybe Roa just realized that if they go to duel Otis, they're all going to get more X's. All right, let's go. Let's go, baby. Duel's starting. Okay, dude, I've been waiting so long for this moment, man, to see Red Eyes in another Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Really, for the last 5 years, I never thought it was going to happen. They're all dueling separately. The Otises are going to go first. I'm telling you, we're going to get Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician. Red Eyes, Black Chick. Let's go. We got our Red Eyes duelist. Oh, wow. So every Otis is doing the same moves. Every Otis is doing the same moves. Oh, my God, dude. Triple Red Eyes. All right, now we're just getting spoiled. Right off the bat, dude. Oh, my God, bro. What a moment, man. 10 years later. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Dude, I love it, man. Amazing, dude. And they made it look intimidating as hell. I love it. That one shot with Roman where it's just like standing over her or flying over her. Yeah, they made it look so intimidating, dude. They did it justice. Blackfire burst. I love it. They all just got crushed. Did he use the spell? Inferno Fire Blast? He must have used the spell, right? There's no way it could have attacked on the first turn. Unless maybe he's able to. I think he used Inferno Fire Blast though. Yeah. Yeah. He had to have. He had to have. Which is a great first turn combo because you can't attack, but that deals Red Eye's attack points as damage. I actually know the Red Eye's deck, so I know that card. That shot of Gakuto looked pretty cool. I'll be honest. That shot of Gakuto. Ah, and there's his ace. Yami Ruler on the horse. And he's got Blastoise in his hand. Oh, he's got a good hand here. Dude, I cannot believe Red Eye's Black Dragon is back. I love it, dude. Ugh. That shot looked really good, Galaxy Eyes. I like that shot of his face. It looks kind of like the older style. I'm glad my boy Red Eyes was able to inflict damage right off the bat. Gakuto's new ace. Cool summoning sequence, by the way. Really cool summoning sequence. Dude, they every shot Red Eyes looks so intimidating, dude. I love it, man. They're doing him justice. I love it. And I think he got Inferno Fire Blast back to his hand, so that means that they have to win this turn. And now Gakuto's probably like, wow, I messed that all up. Maybe we're not even going to see... The model does look great. Maybe we're not going to see Blue Eyes. I don't know why I remembered Blue Eyes being on in the preview. Maybe he wasn't. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happens. I don't remember his monster's effect. Well, obviously he drew what he needed. Block attack. Man, this really is a 2010 duel. A 2001 duel. I love it, dude. Classic spell. Classic spell. It's a good shot. I think that might be it. I don't think it can be over that early. Roman got one of her cards on the field. Oh, yeah, Rook and Roman's turns were off screen. Yeah, Rook and Roman's turns were off screen. I think that's it. Quick duel there. Yep, I think that's it. Unless something weird happens. Otis smiling. Otis obviously happy. Wanted them to win. That's duel. That's game. Triple win. Roman, Rook, and Gakuto. That was mainly a Gakuto duel, though. Mainly a Gakuto duel. Now, even though it was a 3v3, that was his main win. All right, now we got to hear. Great to see Red Eyes. Great to see Red Eyes, dude. Yep. They all got penalties. So they're up to 5 penalties. So he's telling them something about, or he might not have even told them anything. I don't know if he even told them anything. He left pretty quickly after the duel ended. So Otis was part of Team Yuga. So Otis warned them that before the duel began, even if you defeat me, you're going to get 3 penalties. So they went from 2 penalties to 5 penalties because Otis lost 3 times and Otis was part of Team Yuga. Oh, he said the answer a maximum is already within you. Well, and now we are going to get, obviously, Yuga versus Neil. And I guess the answer is what Yuga's been able to provide them with, which is a sense of direction. How Yuga was able to help everyone. Yeah, it really, it definitely feels like we're going into the final duel, which we know we are. I mean, we know we're going into the final duel. It is end of season stuff, definitely. And we're getting a shot of Goha. Yuga, I think, is running to Goha. Oh, nope, he ran to his laboratory. And he sees the 3 of them. Another interesting note, Roman did not use her new ace. So there's still an ace that Roman has that she did not use yet. Could be an early duel after this season ends. Yep. The crew just encouraging Yuga. Giving them his blessings. Heartwarming ending to the episode as we go into the final battle. And the final battle is going to be Yuga and Neil. And we'll see that in the preview. Ding dong, dang dong. All right. Well. Red Eyes Black Dragon, man. Red Eyes Black Dragon returns. I loved it, man. I can't wait to watch it subbed. Episode 26, I imagine, will be part 2 of Yuga versus Neil. I expect this to be a 2-parter coming up. Yeah, I wish the duel was longer, too. Both Otis duels have been very short, where he summons this iconic monster, and then on the next turn, the other character wins. It happened with Yuga and Otis, and now it happened with these 3 and Otis. You can watch it on GoGo Anime. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no official site that has it as of yet. That might change in the near future, but right now, you have to do like GoGo Anime or Kiss Anime or one of those sites. All right, well, yep, we got the preview. So we'll see what the preview is. Yeah, I don't know if I would love Yuga beating Neil. I just feel like that's... Oh, that's right, I forgot Kiss Anime is gone. I feel like Yuga beating Neil... You're welcome, Norma. Is very early. Very early for him to beat Neil. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it depends on how they do it. It really depends on how they do it. I will say, I've been pretty sus of Otis. I feel after that episode, I feel pretty comfortable saying that Otis is probably not going to be a bad guy. I feel pretty comfortable saying that. But do I still think Otis is Mr. Goha? I really do think it's possible. I think it's a possibility. I'd be fine with a no result / draw. I'd be completely fine with a draw or a no result. Yeah, completely fine with a no result or a draw. I just wouldn't love Yuga beating Neil 2 or 3 episodes after he got smacked by him. So, but I think that's probably where we're headed. Most arcs and most seasons don't end on the protagonist not winning. Think Revolver Playmaker. Think Jack Yusei at the end of the first tournament. So I would say right now Yuga probably is the favorite. I'd say Yuga probably is the favorite. Let's see. Yeah, I think his Ace Monster is going to be that big Gundam. All right, let's see the preview. Oh my god. Oh, that is weird. That seemed like it was in the real world. And we have a Blue Eyes White Dragon shot. Dark Magician. Dark Magician, dude. Oh my god, Yuga got all the monsters. Yuga got all of them. Holy shit. Holy shit. Dark Magician, baby. Dark Magician. Yuga got all of them. Those are all Yuga's monsters, man. Oh my god. Yuga, on Yuga's field, Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. And Neil's maximum summoned monster was destroying the Goha building in real life. Oh my god, what was that preview, man? That preview was insane. Dark Magician is back. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That was nuts, dude. That was one of the craziest previews I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, wow. Wow. Crazy. I gotta re-see that. I gotta rewatch that. Oh, were they on wires? Oh, maybe it's not. Some people are saying it was fake. I didn't see. I mean, I'm watching in pretty low quality. I didn't see it, but I still think they're gonna appear. That was awesome. I'm getting hyped. Listen, I get hyped. I enjoy getting hyped. I enjoy hyping myself. So I've been doing this for 5 years. That's not stopping. If you don't like it, 4chan is right around the corner. Oh, man. That was awesome, dude. So, I mean, Dark Magician is the only monster yet that has not been referenced at all. So the fact that Dark Magician is actually being shown is really cool. And I think we're probably going to see Dark Magician in monster form, even if it's not in that specific duel. I mean, they're not going to show Dark Magician as a prop and then not show the monster. But that is awesome. That was unexpected. Oh, man. Well, that was a crazy preview. So, pretty crazy episode. Really, really awesome to see Red Eyes. XSlayer64, thank you for the $2 super chat. Can't wait for Red Eyes. Yeah, Red Eyes was great, man. Red Eyes was great. They really did him justice. Roa and Yuga's interactions, even Otis's commentary, and how the episode ended are the things I'm really excited to see when subs do come out. But yeah, that is going to be cool. That is going to be cool. And I guess it's going to take place in the real world. It looks like it's going to take place in the real world. So we'll see what happens, man. But I am excited. I am excited that Yuga and Neil is going to be closing off this arc. I don't know how I'd feel if Yuga defeats Neil, but I'm just excited that obviously those 3 cards are, being shown off even in prop form. I mean, I got to rewatch that preview. But if they're being shown as props, I mean, I think Yuga is going to get those cards. But we'll be seeing. We'll be seeing. We'll be seeing how it all plays out. But guys, thank you so much for being here. It was a blast. It's always a blast. And yeah, every Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's pre-show and watch along, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you right back next week with the pre-show. And 7's Up is on Wednesday night, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time, if you're into that. Yeah, I agree, Pete. Yeah, crazy preview. Crazy preview. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys later.